Oh, that whole Mr. Beast thing? I guess we do have a bit of a Mr. Beast story time, huh? Okay, so I've returned for Mr. Beast Incorporated Emporium. And if you haven't seen the yard yet, I have returned with probably the most insane present gift that I could receive from Mr. Beast himself. Now, this is a bit of a story time, but this story can't appear on my YouTube channel until after the event has already happened. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you already know what happened, and this is me from the past explaining why it happened. Hold up, this looks really cute right now. I'm gonna throw on a cam. Let's backtrack a bit. Let's backtrack to about 2 months ago when I got a call from Mr. Beast on stream that said, "Hey Ludwig, what are you doing tomorrow?" And you know that whole clip.
Cool. More importantly, what are you doing on Friday?
Oh my God, you're doing one of these things. You're doing one of these things. This Friday, like this Friday coming up, like 4 or 5, like 2 days from now. Yeah, not much. I think I had maybe a shoot in the morning. That was
okay. That's fine. Cancel it. So I'll have a private jet pick you up Thursday night and fly you over here. Okay? I need you for a video.
And everyone knows how that ends. I went on a private jet to Mr. Beast's place. Now, I'm going to reveal everything that happened. I went on a private jet, and I went to go film a video with Mr. Beast, which was my first time ever. And the whole reason I was there is because Carl was busy that day, and it was a contest between 2 people. There were 2 military people who were on a race to win like a few $100,000. I don't know. It's a Mr. Beast number. I think he makes up how much money it is every single time. And the race would have a bunch of different obstacles that they had to overcome, and they would get coordinates for doing the obstacle, and the first person to find the coordinates of the buried treasure wins the money. Simple concept. It's one of those race ones. He's done many in the past with bounty hunters and all that. This is another extension of that. One of the things that Mr. Beast has to do in these videos is introduce every single concept. So, for example, if the contestants arrive, he's supposed to go, "Behind me, I have 2 safes and 2 lightsabers. You have to cut the safes with these lightsabers to find the coordinates. Good luck," and then he'll throw a lightsaber. But because it's a race, perhaps the 2 people who are racing to get to the final buried treasure will be faster than Mr. Beast. And you have to understand that nothing that Mr. Beast does in his videos is fake. I know that because I've done 2 of them now. They're actually racing against each other. So he needed somebody else to be at the next spot in case he couldn't get there. Introducing me, Ludwig, who would then be the new Mr. Beast, who would be like, "Yo, what up, guys? Glad you could show up. You guys have to dive underwater, and there's buried chests, and you need to give me the coordinates from the chest." And then the 2 people would use me as the new Mr. Beast. I'm basically a backup Mr. Beast. Now, the video had a few problems, okay? A few hiccups. Because you have to understand, this is a $1.1 million shoot. And because nothing is faked, these very extravagant ideas have to be done while people are racing through different sections. So they set up a few things that went a bit awry. Like, for example, I had to go to this lake, and at the lake, they had buried a treasure chest, and in the treasure chest was a bottle with coordinates in it. Well, when the guy actually swam out with the chest, the coordinates have fallen out because it was an old chest with holes in it. So he just handed me an empty chest, and then I was there like, what? I don't know what to do with this. And so Mr. Beast was like, "Well, I'll just text you the coordinates." But it's okay, because they had a lot of other bits planned. They went through a few others. And then I'm at the next set while they're off doing something else. And I'm at this next set. And I notice in the sky is one giant target. Like think a 50-foot high target. And then 2 big brown poles next to the target. And I'm like, that's weird. What are those big poles doing there? And before I can even figure out what it is, I hear a giant zipper noise. And the target, because of the insane North Carolina winds, rips in half. It's made out of vinyl. And the idea was they were supposed to shoot a cannon, and whoever got closest to the center of the target would move on, and the loser would have to wait in a jail cell. So they came up with a backup, which was Mr. Beast drove a car into a field that was, by the way, this is fucking insane. He drove one of his workers' cars into a field, offered to buy her a new car, and they would shoot a cannon at her car, and whoever hit the car would win. which is a pretty good backup. Until the cannon didn't go more than about 20 feet.
Right, in the jail cell.
And then that part was like a little bit scuffed too. So they kept going, and a few more obstacles happened. Really good, really fun stuff. And the final obstacle, one of the coolest ones I think, is they got the largest Japanese sumo wrestler ever. The heaviest man in Japanese recorded history. So about the size of your mother. And they had to sumo wrestler this guy who would have the coordinates attached to his hip. But what ended up happening is they both showed up, and the guy only spoke Japanese, so he was already in sumo stance to go at it. But the guys in a race for hundreds of thousands of dollars who don't normally see that amount of money ran up, went yoink, grabbed the coordinates out of his pocket, and ran away. And the Japanese sumo wrestler was there, and he was like, "Has it started yet?" But in Japanese, because he only spoke Japanese. And then they sprinted to the end before any of us could even get there. Now, it was still a really f***ing cool video. But there was a few hiccups along the way. And I left the shoot, and I didn't really know what was going to happen, but MrBeast was like, "I'll let you know." And I waited a few weeks. And eventually, Jimmy calls me, and he's like, "Hey, you want to come over for a video?" And I was like, "Hey, what happened to the last one?" And he's like, "Oh, we're not uploading that." I was like, "Jimmy, that was a $1.1 million video. What do you mean you're not uploading that?" He's like, "Yeah, but it wasn't good, and I only want to upload good shit." And that's the level of psychopath that MrBeast is to be the biggest YouTuber in the world, is that he'll throw away a $1.1 million shoot just because a couple things went wrong. I'm not even mentioning all of the amazing things that went right, by the way. It is still far and away a better YouTube video than 99.99% of YouTube, but it wasn't good enough for MrBeast standards. Enter to the yard. Now, I went on the yard with MrBeast.
You ever watch?
All the boys came out, and while we were there, we brought up that he was scrapping that video.
Well, actually, I can't say anything because I got you, the video you came down for. I didn't upload.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that, dude?
Yeah,
I flew down. I came in a video. I was on a private jet, and then we did a video. It cost like $800K, and you scrapped the whole thing.
Yeah, video was shit. It was pretty terrible.
Was it actually like? Explain what the thought process was.
Do you have no sunk cost in your mind at all? Like, I feel like it's hard to ignore that.
Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, what matters is that you make the best videos possible.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like we're not trying to make money. We're just trying to make the best videos. So for me, it's pretty easy because I thought the video was horse shit.
Wait, is there like a hard drive of never uploaded MrBeast videos?
Yeah, we have quite a few.
Okay. Can I have it?
Now, this is the moment that changed everything. Half jokingly, but half because I kind of want it, I asked him if I could have the video. I mean, if he's not going to use it, someone should use it. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Green screens himself in front of it. He's like, "Look, it's me. I'm Ludwig. Check it out."
Upload that video on your channel.
Yeah, we absolutely can. Yeah, I'm down.
That would be hilarious.
You know, like it's I guess it's cross promotion, so we'll figure out like a pay system. But like, obviously,
Dude, I love that.
You're only in like
MrBeast.
5% of the video too. But
I know.
if we do it, you can't give any context.
I can't like react to it. I just have to upload it randomly raw.
You can't like come at the start and go like, "All right, this is a video." No, it's like, "Hey guys, today I earned $100,000, and whoever finds it first keeps it."
So that leads us to the video that will be posted on the channel by the time this video is posted on the channel. And MrBeast is crazy enough that I could hit him with an idea that wacky and he'd be on board with it. So I'm going to have a MrBeast $1 million video posted on my YouTube channel randomly. You kind of broke the whole don't say anything pact. So I called MrBeast today because that's what I was thinking too, right? In the agreement, MrBeast said I would upload the video on my channel. We weren't allowed to talk about it, right? There was no context allowed to be given. We've scrapped that. I called MrBeast today and because he sent me the video with an intro that was like, "Hey, MrBeast here. I'm uploading this video on Ludwig's channel." And I was like, "Oh, so are we not doing the mum's the word thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's just going to be more confusing than fun." Like, the meme of doing the bet is cool and all, but like there will be millions of people who watch a video who will just be kind of confused, and it'd just be, I think, more annoying for them. So anyway, that leads us to where we are today. I have a $1.1 million MrBeast video that's going to get uploaded on my channel. Not only that, me and Jimmy made a bet, because he thinks the video is going to get more than 10 million views in 15 days. Now, for some context, I've uploaded over 1,000 videos since I started posting YouTube videos. The most views I've ever gotten is 4.6 million. He thinks the video is going to get over double that amount of views in just 15 days. I think no shot, no universe. Chat, how many views do you think it'll get in 2 weeks? 30 mil? I watched the video. It's still fire. It's a good video. I don't think it'll do anything. This is my prediction. Now, I'll be able to... So I'm going to make my predictions now, and then I can go back later and then see if I was right or wrong. I think the video will get less than 10 million views in 2 weeks. I think the number will be closer to like 7 million. I think realistically, it won't change any of the viewership I get on my channel because all the kids who love watching MrBeast won't give a shit when the next day I post like, I don't know, me playing GeoGuessr, and I think the views will immediately go back down. I could gain some subscribers though. Anyway, that's how I ended up with a MrBeast video that's worth $1.1 million because he thought it'd be funny.